In today's show, the Bitcoin price can hit $50,000 on just 1% institutional allocation, according to Messari. They go on to share, depending upon your assumptions, an aggregate 1% institutional allocation to Bitcoin can easily bring Bitcoin's market cap above $1 trillion, wrote Ryan Watkins, researcher at Messari. This is why enthusiasts get so excited about the prospect of institutional inflows. 1% is a lot when everyone does it. And let's not forget, we have considered the most influential investor of our time, Paul Tudor Jones, who has already allocated 1 to 2% of his overall investment portfolio into Bitcoin. Now, this is a big deal because we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. And we also have companies like the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust purchasing more Bitcoin right now than is actually in supply as far as being mined. So this is a pretty big deal. We have massive institutional demand, and I'll be breaking this down for you here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, people can now buy Bitcoin on every block through a network of major U.S. retailers and 20,000 stores. This is a pretty big deal, taking Bitcoin mainstream. Shoppers in the U.S. can now buy Bitcoin with cash at convenience stores and pharmacy chains. The mainstream push is through a network of Bitcoin ATMs, cashiers, and kiosks operated by Boston-based LibertyX. It now includes 20,000 7-Elevens, CVS, and Rite Aid pharmacy stores nationwide, where consumers can make Bitcoin purchases on the go. I'll be breaking this down for you here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As we can see, Bitcoin and most of the major cryptos are back in the red. So where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend himself, Teeka Tiwari, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years. But it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below this video in the description to watch this exclusive presentation by the one and only Teeka Tiwari. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. The Bitcoin price can hit $50,000 on just 1% institutional allocation, according to Messari. The New York-based crypto data aggregator wrote that in an illustrative analysis published on Tuesday, it discussed a scenario wherein all the institutional investors, including pension funds, endowments, and foundations, family offices, and hedge funds, have at least 1% exposure to Bitcoin. The analysis anticipated a capital inflow worth hundreds of billions of dollars into the crypto market. It added that the money injection might get further multiplied by 2x to 25x due to higher liquidity and reflexivity. As broken down right here in this chart by Messari, you can see endowments and foundations, family offices, sovereign wealth funds, pension funds, as well as mutual funds. Now here is what Ryan Watkins of Messari had to go on to share. Depending upon your assumptions, an aggregate 1% institutional allocation to Bitcoin can easily bring Bitcoin's market cap above $1 trillion, wrote Ryan Watkins, a researcher at Messari. This is why enthusiasts such as yourself and myself get so excited about the prospect of institutional inflows. 1% is a lot when everyone does it. And again, as I mentioned in the intro, we have institutional investors such as Paul Tudor Jones, considered one of the most influential of our time, allocating 1 to 2% of his overall investment portfolio into Bitcoin. Now, what would happen if the rest of the institutional market did the same thing? Well, we'd have a $1 trillion plus Bitcoin market cap. Back in 2017 in December, I remember breaching about a $800 billion market cap. We were short. So if we want to see a $1 trillion market cap, where would the Bitcoin price likely be? Well, according to Messari, we're talking about a $50,000 Bitcoin allocation. The real question is the market ready yet? Well, Messari's analysis came at a time when Bitcoin is trading 150% higher from its yearly lows below $4,000. The cryptocurrency, nevertheless, repeatedly failed to materialize its bullish bias beyond a specific technical resistance range of 10,000 to 10,500. As you can see right here in this chart, we've been testing and retesting only to fall short by the bears. Now, currently, if we take a look at the overall crypto market, we can see Bitcoin maintaining that $9,300 support, but still down 2.64% for the day. Now, the limited upside showed that not many mainstream investors are willing to gain exposure in the Bitcoin market. That is despite a growing optimism regarding Bitcoin's potential role against an ongoing economic crisis. Mr. Watkins noted that institutions typically invest on behalf of their clients. They have, therefore, a fiduciary duty to invest in assets that yield decent profits, but with lower risk. On the other hand, Bitcoin remains an asset surrounded by red flags related to regulatory uncertainty, infrastructure, immaturity, and whatnot. Here's what Mr. Watkins went on to share. Investors simply cannot bear risk like retail investors can without taking the necessary time and effort to get comfortable, but there are exceptions like Paul Tudor Jones, who I mentioned earlier, a veteran hedge fund manager who in May allocated 1 to 3% of his $22 billion portfolio to Bitcoin futures. Talking about a nice bag of crypto. Mr. Watkins cited him and his reasons to invest in a unique asset as a benchmark for other institutional investors. He went on to share, among the most likely to invest in Bitcoin are hedge funds, which have some of the most flexible investment mandates. He stated, hedge funds can virtually invest in any asset class and financial instrument they agree with their limited partnerships. Now, let's talk about the Bitcoin tailwinds. Messari's analysis, meanwhile, discussed a string of factors that could prompt mainstream investors to experiment with Bitcoin. Let's go. First among them was the unprecedented money printing policies by central banks and governments to aid their virus-hit economies as a result of the direct pandemic. Yeah, I said it, the pandemic. Mr. Watkins noted that it increases the risk of inflation and currency debasement. The researcher also claimed that people's reliance on digital money, their declining trust in federal institutions, and rising geopolitical tensions between China and the rest of the world also served as an opportunity for Bitcoin. Now, that's a fact. One of the reasons I love personally investing into the king of all cryptos is the fact it's a hedge against the deflating US dollar as they continue printing trillions upon trillions of dollars in the name of quantitative easing. Let's hedge against that. In a time like this, why would anyone in their right mind be stacking dollars in the bank when you can be stacking sats and Bitcoin? You feel me? Especially considering it's a hedge against the dollar. It's a hedge against the economic uncertainty. It's a hedge against the pandemic. It's a hedge against all the shenanigans, all the malarkey, and all the BS inside of our government and system right now. So I look at Bitcoin as a hedge to unplug from the matrix and opt out of this corrupt financial system that we were born enslaved into. But hey, that's just my 2 Satoshis. Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. The cryptocurrency remains a scarce as well as politically and economically neutral asset. Now that's a fact. Now taking a look back at the overall market, we can see Ethereum, most all the major altcoins back in the red. Ether down 1.22% for the day, trading at $239. Chainlink has been surging, and Chainlink was the greatest performing crypto asset of 2019. Just in case you didn't know, it's on the verge of smashing $5, up 4% for the day, trading at $4.74. I know I've said this before, so I'll say it again. I personally believe Ethereum and Chainlink are amongst the most undervalued altcoins in the altcoin market, but I'd love to know your thoughts. Which altcoins are you most bullish on right now? We have XRP down 2%, trading at 18.4 cents, and Miss Litecoin down 1.6%, trading at $43. And before we take a look at some of the top exchanges and volumes, let's go to our next story of the day. People can now buy Bitcoin on every block through a network of major US retailers and 22 50,000 stores. It's about time. This is extremely bullish news for the Bitcoin market. Shoppers in the US can now buy Bitcoin with cash at convenience stores and pharmacy chains. The mainstream push is through a network of Bitcoin ATMs, cashiers, and kiosks operated by Boston-based LibertyX. It now includes 20,000 7-Elevens, CVS, and Rite Aid pharmacy stores nationwide where consumers can make Bitcoin purchases on the go. It's about time, isn't it? According to the announcement, LibertyX, which launched its first Bitcoin ATM back in 2014, enables people to buy Bitcoin on every block at big chains and smaller merchants. Consumers who download the company's store locator app are able to navigate to the nearest location to buy BTC. So it's as simple as pulling out your smartphone, downloading the app, and being like, yo, where's my closest Bitcoin ATM? Boom, let's do it. Let's buy some Bitcoin. Just like that. It's that simple. By offering Bitcoin at a wider network of everyday stores for mainstream shoppers, the company is building critical on-ramps for users who may only be curious about the cryptos and are looking for easy access at a trusted store, says LibertyX co-founder Chris Yin. Here's a quote. Bitcoin is one of the most exciting innovations over the last decade, but adoption has been limited by trust and accessibility. We wanted to expand our footprint so anyone can buy Bitcoin at familiar locations they drive or walk by daily. Now everyone is only a few miles away from owning Bitcoin and becoming part of its global community. Buying Bitcoin is as easy as scanning a barcode while shopping for groceries. There you have it. It hasn't been easier in the history of the inception of Bitcoin, which was created approximately 11 years ago, to own it and buy it than it is right now. So let's open those floodgates, let's open those on-ramps, and let's go. LibertyX also operates traditional ATMs that offer Bitcoin integration and allow consumers to buy the world's leading crypto using debit cards, adds Yim. At its core, Bitcoin is a global and inclusive technology. Anyone with a mobile phone and an internet connection can store, send, receive, and transact value with Bitcoin. To that end, LibertyX is proud to offer 20,000 cash-accepting retail locations and 5,000 debit-accepting ATMs across its network. No matter your payment preference, you can conveniently purchase Bitcoin from a trusted local store. Pretty exciting times, to say the least, right? Let me know your thoughts surrounding this bullish news. Do you feel this is going to drive up the value and adoption of Bitcoin? I think it will, but that's just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And now checking out some of the top exchanges. Binance up 2.8% for the day with 4.6 billion in volume. We got Hobby Global up 1.6% with 4 billion in volume. OKEX down 2.5% with 2.6 billion in volume. And BitMEX up a whopping 52% with 1.4 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And now taking a look at the overall crypto market cap, we're sitting at 267 billion with 66 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the Bitcoin dominance has been on the decline, now sitting at 64.5% according to CoinMarketCap. And now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have Bancor up a whopping 15.9%, trading at $1.22. Synthetics Network up 13%, trading at $1.78. Aave up almost 12%, trading at just below 15 cents. Ren up 10%, trading just below 16 cents. DX Chain Token up 9%, trading at 0.002. And Quant up 8%, trading at $7.32. Out of this list of altcoins, which ones are you most bullish on? Holla at your boy. Let me know. And now taking a look at the biggest losers. Compound down 28%, trading at $217. Flexicoin down 23%, trading at 0.002. Digibyte down 10%, and even though it's down 10% for the day, I'm still extremely bullish on Digi. It's been surging in the past few months, to say the least, now trading just below 2 cents. Sia Coin down 9%, trading at 0.003. Augur down 7%, trading at $16.82. And Decentraland down 7%, trading at 4.2 cents. And now taking a look at the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are obviously back in control, leading with 189 million in superiority, with shorts leading 56.86% versus 43.14% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all cryptos? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now taking a look at one of my favorite indicators, it's the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 50, which is neutral. And for the last month, we've been stuck in fear. So it feels good to finally be getting off of being stuck on fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. And I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 460 videos right here on my channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format so you can listen to it in your car, on your way to work, when you're working out, or just out and about and doing your thing. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already done so. Smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, or go to the direct link, cryptonewsalerts.net, to subscribe directly. I do appreciate your continued support. You can also follow us on all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, etc. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is crypto news. Yes, and I'm also very active on Facebook. I have a crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of it, simply click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To join, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And real quick before I go, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend himself, Teeka Tiwari, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years, but it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, smash the link below this video in the description. It's going to take you here to watch this exclusive presentation by the one and only Teeka Tiwari. Enjoy it, and I look forward to catching you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.